Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katie and I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4. I also run the budget shop Purple Glimmer Budgets, which is where you're going to find a lot of the products that I use in my videos. You can find my shop on Etsy or also my website, PurpleGlimmerBudgets.com. My husband and I are on a journey to pay off a lot of our high interest debt using the cash stuffing method as a way to control our expenses. If this is something you'd like to follow along with, just keep watching. In today's video, I'm going to be stuffing my weekly wallets as well as a few savings challenges. If this is the first time you're watching me, welcome. On this channel, I like to do a lot of cash budgeting related items. So cash stuffings, cash and stuffings, cash condensings, savings challenges, basically anything such as that. So if this is the type of content you like, definitely consider sticking around and subscribing. Also, I've recently hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, so I will be doing a giveaway on this channel. I'm still trying to figure out what video of mine I want to pair it with, and then that'll be announced later on. It'll be open to all US residents, so definitely keep an eye out there. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this and count this cash. This should be $1,115. It is on the lower end of stuffing, but that's because there are quite a few savings challenges that I plan on doing this year, all year long or so, that I am still trying to figure out. So I'm kind of going to bulk catch all of those up in a separate video once I kind of figure out exactly what I'm doing. So there's that. So let's go ahead and count this and make sure it's all here. So I have 100, 200, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 5, 10, 15. So it's all here. Let's go ahead and get it into the cash tray. How are you guys doing this week? Hope everyone is doing fine. I am filming and posting this on Wednesday, so the week is halfway over and we're heading towards the weekend, which is awesome. I am so ready for it, sort of. I'm ready for it to like have my husband home to help out, but I don't know that I'm ready to have my kids home all day, but we will see. If he's home, he can help manage them, so that's good. Let's see what I want to start with. Let's go ahead and start with the purple wallet as normal, and we're going to start with gas. Gas is only getting $45 this week because I still have a significant amount left into it from last week. I guess didn't do a lot of driving or filling up, so that is good. This should still be a good enough chunk for if my husband were to fill up both of our vehicles this week, he can. I don't anticipate that happening, but if it does, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 35, 41. So that is plenty. And then groceries has nothing, but it's going to get 200. And then eating out has 50 rolled, and it's getting another 200 because we were really good last week. For some reason, we didn't end up spending quite as much. Spending, I used all of it, so it's going to get 50. This is kind of a buffer category that kind of allows me to keep our food budget in line, whether it be eating out or groceries. And then miscellaneous is also a buffer category, so that is that. So everything is done with the purple wallet. Let's move into our high priority sinking funds. Personal care is getting 10. So let's see what we have here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 5, 10, and 1, 111. So now I see why I didn't stuff it last week. I'm like, well, I didn't stuff it last week. Let's go ahead and add a little bit to it this week. I probably didn't need to, but that's okay. Household is getting 20. So it has 43. I might do like a reshuffling of things here in an upcoming video because, like I said, personal care is quite a bit. And then clothing is getting 50, so 20, 40, and then 50. So let's go ahead and put these where they belong. I like to save the 50s for last because they're kind of an odd number. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, $93.50. That's quite a bit in clothing, so I need to check with my boys to see what clothes they need, because the girls, they got clothes for Christmas. The boys have not really gotten clothes lately, but they just kind of do their thing. And my younger son usually gets all of his older brother stuff that survives, so he's usually pretty good, but we will see what they need. And then this is kids is getting 20. I need to reach out to the local gym to see if they're doing the parents' night out this weekend. If so, get my kids signed up. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 95, 6. So that is plenty to do that. And then pet care is getting 10. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 16, 17. There we go. And then car maintenance is getting nothing. We have 30 in here. This is typically just for like our car washes. We don't really have a lot going on with our cars, although I say that, and my husband's car needs to go in the shop today, so we will see if I need to go ahead and buff this category up or not. And then lawn care, I am going to stuff in 10, and this is the first 10 because we cleared that out to pay the final bill of last season. So now we are starting to get it up and running for this season. And then car tags is also getting 10. So let's see what we have here. So we have 230 in car tags. And then memberships is getting 10. And then as soon as I place my order, this will be, a lot of it will be drained. That's why the fully funded isn't here, because yes, it's fully funded for this year's, but that's going to be spent pretty soon. In fact, I have a cart full of stuff for Sam's. I just haven't placed the order, so it's not taken the I think it's $110, not $120 for our membership. I'll have to double check. I thought it was $120, but I swear when I went to go check out, it was like $110, or look at checking out, it was like $110. Birthdays is getting 20, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 55, 6, 7, 8. So 158. This is for like our family's birthday. So my husband's birthday, our kid's birthday, my birthday. Those are the birthdays. Anything beyond that goes into gifts. And then vacation. This one is one that we heavily fund. So 20, 40, 60, 81. We go on quite a few vacations each year, so we need to make sure that we're saving up enough for it. So 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1334 in vacation. That is quite a bit, but that's fine. And then gifts is getting, I think 20. So 20. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 82. So 282. So almost 300. And then that is everything for the spending wallet. So let me go ahead and move those out of the way. And then we're going to go into this, our Christmas binder. So far I've been stuffing it in their little slots. Eventually, once I get a few pages, I'm probably going to pull the cash and put it back into the bank. We'll see how I want to handle it. But I'm going to go ahead and keep using this little bookmark, which again, I need to make a listing to like have you guys be able to purchase this. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I need to prioritize doing that. But I have this little bookmark here that I kind of track where I'm at. And so I might be pulling some of this to put into the bank just so that way I'm not having thousands of dollars sitting in my home when it could be tucked safe away, earning a tiny bit of interest at the bank. So let's put in 30 here because I'm doing 60. So we're going to put in 2 slots. I'll have to figure out like a way to kind of like figure out how I've done this. I thought about maybe like pulling it and then I can like flip it upside down and then that signifies that it's something that I've pulled, because what I'll end up doing is if I'm pulling the cash, I'm just going to pull the entire page's worth of cash. So Yeah, so there's 120 per page. So this is 240. And then, so this is 300 here. So I might do like every 5 pages because I want to say 5 pages would be $600. So we'll see. Maybe after I complete every 5 pages, we'll pull all the cash, flip them around and figure it out. I just got to figure out a way to kind of make this work while also honoring my husband's request of not keeping like a ton of cash stuffed. He's fine with it being like represented, but he said that if I was to do the cash stuffing journey, he would like me to kind of swap things out at like the $100 denomination, and that's why you'll see me use $100 placeholders quite a bit. So there's that. Now these next ones are kind of like savings challenge wallets that I'm still working on. So let's go into this guy. This guy houses my denomination savings challenges, which these ones get stuffed like organically for any like leftover money from our spending. I will pull and kind of put in here. And the only thing I do budget for is this 52-week challenge, which I'm getting really close to finishing, which reminds me, I need to grab markers for the rest of this. Keep forgetting that I need markers for this part, so I don't actually put them on the table, and then I'm like, oh, I need markers. Luckily, they're not that far for me to grab. So let me get all this stuff out. So we are going to add a 10, and then here's this. Perfect. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 57. So 470. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. So $50 more, and then we will have reached our 520, which is awesome. So there's all of that. So this one is done. And then let's go into this one. This is kind of more of a like lifestyle. So I've left this in here. This is fully funded. I need to cash condense it and then pull this. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add 25 to swimming. So I think we're gonna have this done quite a bit faster than I had intended, but that's okay. So let's mark off one little swimmer, and then let's see where we're at. So I have 800 in placeholders, 20, 40, 60, 85, 95, 100. So I have 900 in money represented here. So it's ready for another placeholder slip. So we will get that taken care of at our next condensing, which I'm hoping comes up here pretty soon. I just got to figure out when, if I want to do it this week, next week, or what I want to do. And then glasses is getting 20. So let's mark that off. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 280. I'll probably do one more stuffing and then do the cash condensing, just because I have some things that I want to like kind of work in here, and get that cash allocated first before I do that here. This is what I'm talking about. I have a bunch of money in my secret stash envelope. This is completed challenges from my $2 Tuesday video. So I'm going to want to reallocate this before I do my cash condensing. And I don't want to do that quite yet. I want to probably do maybe one more week of contributing to it. And maybe that week I will fit it into my cash condensing. I don't know. We will see. So I want to do that first. And then let's go into here. And this is kind of like our home binder. So like a lot of like big purchases for the home. I've got to add some more in here. Our daughter's closet, which we have not built yet. We made a big purchase for that, so I need to get her a tracker for that. But other than that, this pretty much everything that we've been doing in the house lately is here. So for the new bed, I'm putting quite a bit to work towards it. I'm doing 30 because I just wanted to complete a row, honestly. So I'm 1, 2, 3. I think that's the right one. It might not be. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70. So 270 towards our son's bed. And then might have to make another tracker of this here soon because we are looking at new beds for our daughters. Right now, our oldest daughter has half of her oldest brother's bed. We bought blue bunk beds to split between our two boys. But when we ended up splitting them, our daughter ended up getting one of them because we had two sets of bunk beds at that time, and the other bunk bed was really like ran down, and I didn't feel comfortable putting our daughter in there because she's younger. Because we have our two boys and then our two girls. So I had our youngest son have those bunk beds. Plus he loved them. Well, I finally got to the point where I'm like, I don't like those bunk beds. They're kind of breaking down a little bit. And honestly, our youngest son is the one who did most of the damage towards them. So I'm like, let's just go ahead and disassemble them and get rid of them. And that's when we got him his new bed. Well, my oldest son, he wants both of the beds back in his room. So we might be doing that. Just kind of something about like wanting to make blanket forts. Our youngest son loves making blanket forts for his like siblings. And so we would do that in his bunk beds. Well, now my oldest wants to be able to do that with his beds. So we'll see. So I'm looking at getting potentially new beds for, our two daughters. Our youngest, she is 2.5, getting ready to turn 3 in May. So I'm looking at potentially transitioning her from a toddler bed into a full-size twin, like a twin bed, not full-size, but a twin bed. And so I've been looking at a few. My kids have some like sensory seeking things going on with what they have. And so our 2-year-old, she's very, very active. She loves to be constantly moving and stuff. So I'm kind of looking at getting her one of those like low loft with a slides on them, because I'm thinking that might be kind of cool to have in her room to kind of allow her to meet some of her needs there with the slide. And then also all of my kids for some reason love to be like enclosed and like kind of shut out from the world. So my youngest son constantly, he's had like 2 captain bed type things, and one he could like crawl under because it was a full-size bed and it actually had a door where you could like crawl under, and that was like one of his favorite things. But he had it when he was much younger, so he was using the drawers to climb up on, and so he was constantly getting the drawers out of alignment. So that's kind of why we got rid of that bed. And then we got him like his new bed is more of like a captaincy type bed that we got from IKEA, and he's like taken one of the drawers, and it's a twin size, because I've quickly realized that the rooms that my kids have really aren't set up the best to have twin size beds because it takes up too much room and space. And so we've kind of shied away from doing the full size beds, because my first intention when I bought their nursery set is that they were going to grow into it, because it was one of those that the crib converted to a full size bed. That didn't work out. That was just me being optimistic and not realistic. And so now we've transitioned them all into like twin size bed type things. So he pulled out one of his drawers from his captain's bed so he could like crawl underneath and basically do the same as like what he did with his full size captain's bed, because there is a good like portion, I want to say like half of the bed is empty space behind there, and there's just not a way to really access it. And so he just likes the enclosed space. So I told him, I'm like, okay, can I just get you a bed tent and then you stop doing that? Would that help out? And so I'm thinking I'm going to do that. And he said that would probably be okay. So he's like the one that very much likes to kind of like go somewhere and like hide away. It's something to do with like the sensory seeking that they have, or avoiding and stuff. Sensory processing disorders, kind of the term that gets thrown around a lot with my kids. So I just know that all of them have that going on. So I'm looking at potentially getting, like I said, the low loft with the slide for both of our daughters, because our oldest daughter, she's like, I want a cave bed, because that's what our youngest son calls his little thing that he crawls in under his bed. It says cave, and so she wants a cave bed. She said, well, I don't really want her pulling the drawer out and climbing under there, because it's not as safe and it just makes a mess. So I found those low loft things, and then you can get like curtains that can then make it kind of enclosed. So I showed it to her, and of course they have princess curtain ones, and that's the ones that she wants. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. So if and when we do that, I'll have to get savings trackers for those, so that way we can save up and pay them, because luckily I can get them on Amazon, and then when I buy 2 of them together, it's enough to finance for, I think, an entire year. So that would be nice. That gives me a year to kind of like save up the money and then make a big bulk payment after 12 months to clear that off. So that's just kind of some larger spending that's coming down the pipeline for us. Sorry, that was like way tangent, but just kind of talking to you guys, talking through some of what's going on in our budget. So I find it interesting, so I thought maybe you guys would too. Anyways, let's go into carpet. Carpet is getting, I think, 30. Yes, it's getting 30. So let me grab a yellow, and we're completing out this row. So I have 1,000, 100, 200, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 50. So 1350 is what it sounds like we have going here. So that's good. And then washer and dryer is getting 50. So 20, 40, and then 50. Okay, and then let's see what we have here. So let me put the cash where it needs to go. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, and then 20, 40, 20, 30, 40, 50. So 1450 going on here. And then bathroom remodel is getting 50. So 20, 40, and then 50. So let's put this here. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 300. And then we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 75. So 1475 towards the bathroom remodel. Perfect. And this is for like the fixtures that we bought on financing for the remodel. That's why there's 2 years to pay those off. And then outdoor furniture is getting 25. And then let me cross that out. So I have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 30, 45, 50. So I think I said 13 or 350 is I think what we've got going on here. And then finally our sofa for $30, 20 and 30. And let me find this one. Nope, that's black. I need the navy. And then we have, let's see, put the 10 there and then the 20 there. 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 390 towards this. So yeah, I definitely think going one more week and then doing my cash condensing makes the most sense, because then I'll have hit a few more placeholders in the other categories just naturally. So that would be a good fit for that. So definitely stay tuned in like the next week or so. I should be doing a cash condensing. I know you guys love those, so I love making them. They're a lot of fun. It's always kind of interesting to see how close I get to it. Plus, I want to cash condense my stuff before I end up doing our tax return money, if we end up getting any tax return, and then condensing after that. So I kind of like to have like a little bit of a fresh start then. So I'll have to get with my husband to kind of see where we are as far as like trying to figure out tax returns. I know that he likes to do those a lot like sooner rather than later. So I had to go back in and catch up on my business expenses. I'm going to be honest. Life's gotten really crazy, so I didn't stay up on that. But luckily, I had splurged for like the receipt importer in the accounting software that I use, so it made it a lot easier to catch up months worth of expenses in like an hour or so. So that's good. I just have to finalize a few like other little bit of expenses. A bulk of my expenses are in there, so I'm good to go there. the good thing is I don't think I will end up having to owe any taxes to my business because I was able to get my profit down to very, very little, if anything, which is awesome. And I think I have some carry forward of losses from the last few years, so that's awesome. So tax profit and like business profit aren't the same. So you want your tax profit to be as low as possible, and then it's different. So anyways, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys had fun watching me cash stuff all of my binders. I will have kind of an update for like some more of my like year-long savings challenges, not like spending savings challenges, but like savings that I'm like saving up over the course of the year to add as far as savings goes. So definitely keep an eye out for that video. I have one set of challenges done and completed. I have 2 binders that I want to use completed. There's one more binder that I want to kind of think through before I lock that in. Honestly, I'm just going to be honest. I'll probably post a 2025 lineup, but it's going to change because I have some products coming to my shop that I'm going to be implementing some more into. I just am waiting for them to come in. They're not here yet. Once they come here, then I'll be switching things up a little bit. So I guess I'll probably do like a introduction on here's what I plan on using for 2025, and then it might just change a little bit. So anyways, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys had fun watching me, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.